In LSAT logical reasoning questions, you often need to determine what must be true based on a given condition. The contrapositive can provide a different perspective that might be easier to work with. First, definitions. A contrapositive is defined as reversing and negating both the sufficient and necessary conditions of a conditional statement. For example, imagine you were given the following premise. If a student studies hard, then they will pass the exam, and then you are asked which of the following statements can be correctly inferred. Pause the video now if you want to take a crack at solving the question. First, let's diagram the premise. If a student studies hard, then they will pass the exam. Now, let's find the contrapositive by reversing the conditions and negating them. If a student does not pass the exam, then they did not study hard. And now let's turn our attention to the answers. First, if a student passes the exam, then they studied hard. This is incorrect because it mistakenly assumes that studying hard is the only way to pass, which is not stated. This is a mistaken reversal. The terms are reversed but not negated. B. If a student does not study hard, then they will not pass the exam.
This is incorrect. Just because the student did not study hard, that does not mean that they will not pass the exam. Perhaps the student found another way to pass the exam.
C. If a student does not pass the exam, then they did not study hard. This is correct because it is the contrapositive phrased differently. D. If a student studies hard, then they might pass the exam. This is incorrect because it weakens the certainty implied by the original statement. I hope this helps you with your LSAT studying, and if you want to turbocharge your LSAT prep, be sure to book a free consultation at HummingBird LSAT Prep.